What's up, y'all? I hear y'all.
All right, that's what's up, man. We got ARP, Rare Breed Entertainment on PMG. Yo, you hear me?
I hear you, homie. I got you.
All right, bet. All right, man. Listen, appreciate you being here on PMG Radio, man.
Likewise, homie. I appreciate you having me. And behind the scenes, man, it's the running and gunning shit, man. You already know I fuck with you, you know what I'm saying? But it's just the running around and all that, trying to make the schedules connect, man. So you already know I'm always appreciative to rock with you, homie. You know that.
No doubt. Now, I mean, to be honest with you, we don't cover much of battle rap here on PMG Radio, but you got a hot commodity on your hands right now, so I definitely had to talk to you about it. It's all a buzz in battle rap at the moment, and you know, we definitely had to get a word with you on it. You know what I mean? So first and foremost, man, for those who don't know, because you know we got a different kind of audience here, let them know what Rare Breed Entertainment is.
Yeah, Rare Breed Entertainment is an entertainment platform. Just so happens to be that our bread and butter is battle rap. We are a battle rap platform in the eyes of many of underground hip hop and the battle rap culture and community. Been around here for pushing 5 years now. You know what I'm saying? We introduced the platform fourth quarter 2013. Introduced a new style, a lot of innovation, a new way, new concepts, and just a whole nother energy into the game of battle rap. Responsible for a lot of direction that we see today in battle rap. I'm proud of that. Shout out to the entire Rare Breed team. Shout out to Lawrence, what's up, and all the followers that's been getting behind us and pushing this platform forward. So we got a lot of great things to come, but for right now, a lot of people do know us for battle rap and putting on crazy in that field for a second.
I got you. Now, there's been, you know, a lot of you know, there's been a lot of, you know, rumors, you know, misconceptions, you know, a lot of people jumping to conclusions about things. So we just want to clear up the details so far. I know everything is still progressing, and yes, there's still more details to come, but just we want to get up to date so far on the Mook event that's going down August 18th at Club Drama in New York City. First and foremost, man, what made you even take a stab at getting a Mook battle?
Just trying to go left field. It's been excuse me, been a little messed up lately. Yeah, it's been our ways since day one of seeing deficits in the game, seeing deficits in the culture, trying to break down new walls. I mean, when we came into the game, we introduced a concept called blood, sweat, and tears. That concept basically was because the game was kind of centered around the up-and-comers, the mid-tiers, and the top tiers. You didn't really see too much of people breaking out of their brackets. You know, we came with a concept of, if you're nice, you're nice. Let's see everybody battle. So, you know, that's been our style. Things like that, to then, you know, skit trailers, to smaller environments when they wasn't popular, choosing our venues to be smaller battles, to really target the mid-tier battlers and the people that, you know, were more bar-heavy. They maybe had some of the big names like the top tiers, but brought that quality to the stage. All judge cards. You jumble all that together, you start to get the personality of Rare Breed Entertainment. And Murda Mook falls into that same type of category where we're a platform that's very, very forward thinking. We like to look around the game and say, you know what's nobody doing? You know what's been tough to make happen? You know what will be a great thing to change in the game, or to try to introduce into the game and see if the fans get behind it and support it. Murda Mook is another prime example of that. A guy that's been buzzed and talked about in and out, 1 foot out, 1 foot in for over 3 years now. Countless interviews and blogs from league owners and battlers and media outlets of where's Mook, how much does he cost, why can't we get him back in, when's he coming back? You know, and we saw all that. And sometimes it's not about what you do, it's about when you do it. Because I think we probably could have gotten Mook back a little bit sooner. But I think now the platform also is in a position where hosting this type of energy right now, you know, it's giving the game the impact that it deserves when you announce somebody the caliber of Murda Mook. Right. So you pull that together, and that brings us to today.
All right. So was booking a Murda Mook battle as difficult as the perception seems to be?
No, not at all. And I give a lot of that credit to Murda Mook and Murda Mook's management. Shout out to Van. You know what I'm saying? The conception out there is that it's been years and years in the making. Like I've seen interviews, you know, this year in 2018 that have dropped from league owners, you know, just as I was doing my own homework on the situation, prepping for what we was about to go through, you know, or the energy that we was prepping ourselves for. So I was doing my own homework of the history of why this man wasn't on the stage, and I seen owners saying, you know, they touched base with their management of Mook, you know, over the months, and there's politics and whatnot involved. And I don't know other situations, but, you know, looking at that type of stuff from the outside looking in, it's easy for myself, the casual fan, or anybody else to read that situation as difficult. But I could attest, and once again, shout out to Mook and his management, that, you know, whatever it was that took years to make it happen, it took us approximately 5 days to make it happen.
Wow. Okay. All right. Now, we're going to keep it all about something. You know, Aye Verb is his opponent for August 18th. And Aye Verb is coming off of 2 straight judge battles on your platform in which he lost. So a lot of people are wondering, why did Aye Verb end up getting the Murda Mook battle?
You know, it's crazy. I can answer that in so many different ways. One way I would answer that is by posing a question back. If you have to list 5 legends or 5 people in the game that changed the game and brought so much of their time and energy, their unique styles, and even put regions on their back, whether it be the East Coast, the South, the Midwest, the West Coast. If you got a list of 10 battlers, would Aye Verb be on that list?
Well, Charlie Clips will be on the list about 8 times, but that's because I'm biased. And yeah, definitely. No, definitely for what he did. I was there. Like, I was out there when Aye Verb and Young Ill and them came to New York, and they did that battle out here, St. Louis versus New York, and they was outside. If you look at the footage, I'm standing behind SB. So I was out there. So I seen it firsthand, like how they came out and really brung that spotlight for them. A lot of niggas didn't even know niggas rapped in St. Louis, to keep it a buck. Outside of Nelly, like, niggas didn't even know there was battle rappers in St. Louis. So I know firsthand how much he changed the game, especially for the Midwest.
And that legacy behind, and there's many factors as to why, you know, we wanted to do Aye Verb versus Mook. So one of them is deservingly so, for impact on the game. Aye Verb, if you take Aye Verb off the battle rap timeline, the game is different. There's people like that. If you take Math Hoffa off of the timeline of battle rap, the game is different. T-Rex, Math Hoffa, called Head Ice, you know, Loaded Lux.
Absolutely.
There's guys that if you take them off the timeline of battle rap, the whole where we are today could shift. You know what I'm saying? Verb is one of those guys, so you got to pay homage, you got to pay respect to what he's done. Now, of course, the legacy and the relationship of Rare Breed Entertainment and Aye Verb plays another factor. You know what I'm saying? We've always preached in the game of expanding your options, you know, enhancing your network, you know, putting on for people. And people talk about the judge battles with Aye Verb. You got to realize that there's a bunch of battles that Aye Verb has done on Rare Breed Entertainment that he didn't have to. For example, he did a 1-rounder with Adi Boom on our very first card when Adi Boom didn't even really have a name like that.
Adi Boom was coming off the trap. Shameless plug. You know what I mean?
There you go. And shout out to the trap. Shout out to the trap.
Right.
He didn't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? We wanted to go left because a lot of people, because of Aye Verb's image and because he rags on the ladies a lot and blogs and whatnot, for years, people was talking about, yo, you know what, Aye Verb, you talk so much shit to the women. We want to see you battle a female. You know, he didn't have to take that on Rare Breed Entertainment. Let alone did he let alone he didn't just take it. He took it in a small room. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have to do that for us. Even the winner take all battle with gyms, he doesn't have to do that. That is a time where, you know, where we keep implementing that blood, sweat, and tears type of concept where you might see Show Off get an Arsenal. You might see Gyms get an Aye Verb. You might see Oops get a Daylight or Old Red. You know, you might see Adi Boom get an Aye Verb. You know what I'm saying? So he doesn't have to do stuff like that. And things like that are part of Rare Breed Entertainment's legacy and our personality of helping us go left.
Right.
Helping us sell things to the public that a lot of other battlers won't do. When I called Aye Verb to battle Gyms for that judge battle, there's another top tier battler that turned it down before Aye Verb took it.
Okay.
Because he wasn't willing to do in front of the fans a winner take all battle in case he lost in the building versus somebody who is considered, you know, a favorite on the RBE stage. He wasn't willing to risk it. So that's behind the scenes stuff that, you know, RBE knows that we actually heighten our respect for. You know what I'm saying? So you got that.
No, I definitely understand like the clarification you're giving on it, man. Like, and it makes sense the way you're saying it.
Yeah.
So
I mean, there's a lot of factors in there, you know. Then also, let's keep it real.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a lot of battlers that can carry being matched up before the battle with Murda Mook. Now, when I say that, I'm talking about promotion, I'm talking about image, and I'm talking about star power.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people in the game, they're great rappers, but you and I both know in this business, you know, you work with a lot of artists the same way I do.
Mm-hmm.
You and I know the differences between the great rappers and the stars.
Absolutely. We don't put on a lot of stars.
It's a big difference. Like I use a good example all the time. As much respect as I have for Sue Surf as a battler, I always use him and JC. For some reason, that combination is stuck in my head. I always use that example. But you ask 9 out of 10 people, they're going to tell you that JC has a better pen than Sue Surf, right?
Right.
And at the core of battle rap, it's all about lyrics. That's the core of it.
Right.
But Sue Surf's following will always trump somebody like JC.
Sue Surf is the biggest star.
There you go. Considered one of the best pens of all time.
And in the climate of the game today, I think star power trumps wins and losses.
There you go. Now, when you book a Murda Mook battle, you have to find a medium. You have to find somebody that has the talent, the legacy, deserves it for what they put in the game, and has the star power to also stand next to Murda Mook. There's a 80%. I don't want to say 80%. I don't want to disrespect the battle. There's a large percentage of battlers out there right now that even putting them in front of Murda Mook on stage doesn't look right. From a star power standpoint,
right?
You know, from a star power standpoint, period.
So
you know
it just sounds like just all the stars and the dots just aligned for you for Aye Verb.
Yeah, and there's a lot of factors. There's timing. There's his star power. There's his legacy. There's the fact that he's on that list of people that deserves it. There's his reputation and his relationship with Rare Beat Entertainment. You take all of that together, and for us, it becomes a perfect scenario. And also to add into the fact that it's a battle that's a little bit left field, because when you hear Murda Mook, you think about Hollow, you think about Surf.
Well, let me stop you right there. For us old heads, it's not left field. It definitely makes sense for us old heads, because you know they've been going back and forth for a minute.
You're right. And where I was going with that was the storyline of like the casual battle rap fan that when they hear Mook, they think Surf and they think Hollow the most.
Well,
and that's because
not to cut you off, my brother. I know you got to go, so I just want to get in there real quick, man. Let's get into Surf. You mentioned him a couple of times. You know, Sue Surf has had a lot to say on Twitter regarding the announcement of this Mook battle. You know, so let's clear up a couple of confusions and misconceptions with that right there that's out there in the public. One, did you reach out to Surf yourself regarding this Mook battle?
For Mook, no. For the card, yes.
Okay, and why not go after the highly anticipated Sue Surf versus Murda Mook battle that happened on your platform?
That answer is so simple for me. Verb actually answered that in a recent video that we just put on the channel as well. A lot of people, once they hear it, they respect it and they understand it. It's just for some reason it doesn't cross their mind that it's not an RBE battle. So you got to understand the magnitude of Murda Mook versus Surf. When Drake steps on that stage and they try to promote in that moment, because Drake is there, this is a great star promo moment, and they say, yo, when you battling Mook, and he sidesteps it by saying you got to beat Surf first. You know, Drake could have said any name, but he says Surf, and that's respect to Surf. So that moment right there on the URL stage creates a storyline. It creates a huge moment of promotion that I wouldn't want.
Right.
Because I represent and I co-own the Rare Beat Entertainment platform. I like our ideas. I want our ideas. I like the fact that when we drop Murda Mook and Aye Verb, we now have a new Murda Mook battle storyline. The debate, the controversy, who deserves it. You know, should Verb be in there? Did he win this battle? Did he lose that battle? That storyline within itself it's creating a Rare Beat Entertainment specific moment. And if you're an owner like me, that's what you shoot for.
I got you.
You don't shoot for something that's cooked up necessarily. I could understand if it'll never happen on another platform, and it's just like, well, that platform can never do it, so I'll pick it up and I'll give it to the fans. I respect that. That might have been like what happened with like Hitman versus Suge. I'm not mad at that. But if you go backtrack through these interviews, and like I said, there's league owners talking about it like as recent as 3 months ago, involved in a situation. You know, that battle is still being talked about. That matchup is still being talked about. So whenever people are ready to do that or feel that it works best for them and that situation lines up, they should do it. Right. In the meantime, our idea of bringing Murda Mook back to the battle rap game was going to be in a Rare But Entertainment idea, which is versus somebody totally different that wasn't promoted before, which all lines up for Aye Verb.
So, you know, since the announcement, man, I know you've been dealing with a lot of everything. I know you've been dealing with a lot of shade, a lot of love, a lot of hate, a lot of jealousy. Have you been taken aback about how much of an explosion this announcement made in the game, or were you expecting this?
Yeah, yes and no. I wasn't taken aback by any type of whether it be super positive feedback or super negative feedback, because if you book Murda Mook, you better be expecting that type of shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? Especially, it's actually, let me rephrase that. It's one thing to book Murda Mook within itself. You're already going to witness an explosion. It's another thing to book him within a scenario that feels like a return battle. It's an energy that's very hard to recreate. Like, he would have to leave for another 3 years and get booked again for somebody to really call it like a return battle with this type of energy, anticipation of what's he going to do in this era, what's he going to do in a smaller environment, like a club drum, like what's he, you know what I'm saying? Is he going to sound different than his last appearance? So that within itself, you're going to generate everything under the sun, and we 100% was braced for that. We was braced for the questions of, yo, what about Hollow, or how about this, or how about that? And some of it allowed us to sit back and allow all that energy to create a storyline and say, look at what's happening out there. Right. You know, this news and all of this media coverage and all these blogs. Look at this storyline that's being created. This is a moment in battle rap. It gives everybody something to debate about, argue about, or whatever. So for that, I wasn't taken back, because we totally expected that. What I wasn't fully braced for, though, was, at least for me personally, it felt like the biggest announcement in battle rap that I can remember to date, at least over the last minimum 3 years.
No, definitely. It hasn't been an explosion like this in the hot one.
Yeah, and the last time there was one like this, I can't remember what it was. I don't want to say that
Hollow and Lux, I would say. I think Hollow and Lux was probably like the last thing I could remember that really had people sitting on the edge of their seat.
What it is, and I'm actually trying to remember the feeling of when that announcement hit, how it felt. Right. You know what I'm saying? But you saying Hollow and Lux, I could imagine that it probably was something like this. And that was like 2015, 2014.
Yeah, yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it's been a long time. Here we are, 2018. And I'm proud of that. I'm proud that, you know, that Thursday last week or the week before, when we dropped that video, because we don't troll. People don't know RBE for trolling or no bullshit like that on social media, nothing like that. Right. And we said Murda Mook is battling for 3 rounds on his return battle on Rare But Entertainment, and the whole game just blew the fuck up.
Well, how are you able to keep this so low? Like, you know, because this really came out of left field.
We actually weren't able to keep it low.
Okay.
Not being able to keep it low is the reason why people know right now that Murda Mook is battling Aye Verb.
Right. Okay. I got you.
You guys wouldn't have even had that announcement yet.
So did that announcement from Aye Verb come premature?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Because we couldn't keep the lid on it. You know, I had phone calls hitting me up like shout out my nigga Suede. You know, this was like shit. Almost a month before the announcement, or maybe 3 weeks before the announcement, or something like that. Suede was like, "Yo, you did that?" I was like, "What you talking about?" He was like, "Come on, stop playing." I'm like, "What, nigga?" And he was like, "Son, you." And I knew what he was alluding to. I just wanted him to say it. Right. And then I was like, "Wow." And I was like, "Who told you that?" And the indication of who put him on that he gave me was somebody that I would have never assumed knew. Right. So I'm like, so how would that person know?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like keeping a lid on Murda Mook alone was very, very hard. So that's why that Thursday we turned around and we said, you know what? Let's go ahead and drop the announcement, because we knew that Murda Mook was going to be in the building for our Saturday event, and let's use the Saturday event, being that people's already watching RBE for that moment, because we got a card going on. People already got their ear for RBE. Let's use that moment to further put light on the fact that Mook is coming back. And also, I've seen at least 20% of our tweets that don't even believe it or understand it. So Mook being on the stage, being that we all know that he doesn't just pop up at battle rap events like that.
Right.
Him being on the stage like that will further show everybody like, wow, this is really going down. Right. And then you know, there was some tweets from some battlers, and there was mentions from other people behind the scenes that knew and heard about Aye Verb. And then you couple that with the end of Pat Stay's round, and then
right.
his round.
Right.
So it's like,
did you know Pat Stay knew?
Say that again.
Did you know Pat Stay knew?
Yeah, because I spoke to him about it.
Okay,
I spoke to Pat Stay about it. So Pat Stay probably flew in either Thursday or Friday, and once he got in, I was calling his phone because I wanted to talk to him about that situation, and kept going to his voicemail. Whatever. He's got an international phone. You know, he's not from out here.
Yeah.
So he got back in his hotel. He told me that he was in his building. I tried to hit him again. It wasn't going through. So we just gave up on it. So I said, I'm gonna just DM you real quick. So what I was telling him, and this is an exclusive that I'm just giving you because my bad. You know, I got a hop too, but I just want to give you a quick. The reason why I hit Pat Stay up while he was in his hotel room in New York, I wanted to use the opportunity to have a conversation with him, is because I knew that the word was getting out so much, and I knew that Mook was going to be there and people was going to be talking, and I knew how many people knew behind the scenes. I didn't want Pat Stay to catch wind of it and feel that he was booked for Aye Verb, you know, as just a stepping stone. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't want Rare Beat Entertainment to look past that battle. It's a main event. I wouldn't want the fans to look past that event. That battle wasn't cheap for us. Pat Stay versus Aye Verb wasn't cheap. You know, bringing Pat Stay to New York is not easy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we didn't want anybody to look past that battle, past that event. Definitely not disrespect the fact that Aye Verb's battling Pat or Pat's battling Aye Verb. But at the same time, we wasn't going to let that weekend go without further utilizing that spotlight to reconfirm that much more the Mook announcement from the previous Thursday. So I kind of try to let them know that man to man, like, listen, you know, there's a Mook battle coming up. It has nothing to do with you. Them battles was locked in around the same time, and just understand that in case anything reaches you.
All right, I know you got to skip. Let's get this in real quick before you go. 2 questions. You could just answer this first one real quick.
I got you.
Mook and Verb were both in the building. Did they speak that day at the event at Pearly Gates too?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
You know, I'm running around in event mode so much. I'm really not sure. I want to assume so though, because you know, Drum isn't a huge venue. We keep it tight. So I want to assume they crossed paths and probably gave each other that look, or maybe said something real quick. But I wasn't there if it happened because I was in event mode. I was running, you know what I mean, running around crazy.
All right, and to the, you know, to the, like I said in the beginning, we don't cover much battle rap here on PMG Radio. A lot of our audience are just casual lovers of hip hop, you know, hot topics and all that stuff. So to the casual listener listening now, why should they pay attention or be in tune to this Murda Mook versus Aye Verb battle on August 18th?
One thing that the casual fan needs to understand, that if you support or if you follow hip hop, one thing that battle rap has done in the game of hip hop is really maintained and held on to lyrics and bars of its essence. You know, there's a lot of things that has happened over the years in hip hop. A lot of changes in direction, a lot of changes in sound, a lot of changes in artistry and lyricism. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of stuff going on out there that we all love, but at the same time, you know, there's a core culture in battle rap where you just cannot get away from pure lyricism, pure creativity, acapella creativity and lyricism at its best. And that's one thing that battle rap has held on to within hip hop. That's one thing that even, you know, Hollywood stars and people that made it in the industry, you know, I've tweeted some of these guys, I see some of these guys, they're talking to us right now even about Murda Mook. You know, they double back and they watch battle rap because they themselves know, like, you know what, even though I'm making millions over here in the pop culture and all that, when I want to hear some bars and some true lyricism, I double back to battle rap. And one thing about this August 18th event is that who many people consider is the face of battle rap's early stages, who some people consider is the greatest to ever do it, the best to do it, somebody that has that legendary stamp on their back, finally is returning to the game to take the stage and do what a lot of us know him for, Murda Mook. And he's going up against a Midwest legend, somebody that put an entire region on his back, another legend in battle rap in Aye Verb. And we're expecting fireworks. We're expecting this battle to possibly change the landscape of the GOAT or the Mount Rushmore debate in battle rap. So if you're a hip-hop fan, and even if you don't follow battle rap continually or frequently during the year, August 18th is the time to put your eyes on battle rap and pay attention and see what you're missing, at least for that moment.
I got you, my brother. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. No, you got to skip, man. I just want to say to you, man, I want to thank you for having a platform and being someone who puts the bullshit, the politics, the bitch nigga shit and all that corny shit that has nothing to do with the talent aside for the greater good of the culture. I so appreciate you for that. And I want to thank you for always showing love to the Trap New York. Thank you for that, man.
Thank you for recognizing that. Shout out to you always. You already know you're the homie. Big shout out to the Trap. You already know it's your boy ARP. Follow me at ITSARP. Go to rarebreedent.com right now. Get your live stream. Get your tickets to be in the building for August 18th, because that's not the only announcement. More to come. We're about to make history.
All right, my brother.